Good morning. Okay, so I had an outing yesterday and a meeting, and it went very well. And I did have anxiety before, uh, but it's someone I've met before many times, and that I am actually learning a lot from. So, and my partner came with me. So it was a manageable social experience, but I would not have wanted to do it alone still. So this morning I'm feeling pretty good. I have aches and pains like I usually do in the morning. Um, so the middle of my back and my neck and shoulders and my feet, my fingers, my knee, my hip, all of me. So today I'm going to be applying some new knowledge to this Excel worksheet that I'm learning. And I'm hoping that I remember and took enough notes so that I don't have to call and ask, what did you teach me again? I hate doing that. And I think that in my afternoon, I will continue my painting. So I have made a decision about this painting here. Maybe you can see it if I turn a bit like this. There you go, that one there. Because I'm pushing my skills forward, and last year I was working a lot with understanding values, and especially things that are very close, like my family's skin tone is peaches and cream, right? So peaches and cream, I'm like, how do you get pink, like light pinks that are so pink they're almost white, right? So there's like what kind of reds to use with the mixing white to get the skin tone pinks, and what kind of oranges and browns do I make to get the shadows and the kind of peaches kind of color, right? And so like it's really hard to see the differences in values at some point. There's especially between pink and orange, it's just very close. So I've been learning a lot about that, but there's also like the order in which you lay down the paint in terms of what you're representing. So when I'm doing a portrait, the first things I do is I use I use that peaches and cream, but without any white. And I try to get all of my values correct. And then I'm like, now I have to add white in order to make it opaque. So I get these translucent underpaintings that are correct, but I don't see. What I think I'm doing is that by not mixing the correct color right away and going with the translucent light underpainting, I am getting those wonderful glows of color at the edges that I really love, and those moments of rainbow layering that happen in the painting. I really want to keep that. But then when I go in to put the skin color in, the opacity, I have to develop a better way of doing that because, well, I mean, if you can look at, all right, you look at the man in yellow, right? And his face, here, I'll turn on the light. His face, I just finished it yesterday. So we'll put on a light, okay? So his face has some opacity to it. His skin is not see-through, right? But there's lots of colors and lots of ranges of intensity, right? I've got light and shadow, and I've got Anyway, then the other man behind him, I did a much, much better job at. And then all the women, including the little girl, were very challenging also in terms of once I put on that initial layer of white, basically, it takes layers and layers of subtle adding of color, but then the white just soaks it in. So I just have to do it over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah. So I don't know if there's a different way. I mean, I do know there's a different way. The different way is to do color matching right away, and instead of just going with white and then layering in your color, which takes forever. It's like a scaredy cat kind of way of doing it, is to mix those color values and really go in with one layer. So yeah. All right. So my development as an artist is continuing, and I'm wrestling with that. I'm wrestling with how to paint white people's skin colors more efficiently without losing the beauty and the spontaneity and the looseness of my underpaintings, which I also really, really like, you know? I wonder. Anyway, I'm going back now because I've been in the midtones for like 2 weeks and I can't see anymore. Actually, I can't tell the difference between any white and yellow, right? Like my eyes are not working. It's just too much midtones. There's too much subtlety. So I need to go in there with some dark colors and paint in those shadows bravely and deepen the darks. So I'm going to do that this afternoon. Okay. So other than that, all is well. Life is good. Home sweet home. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Be well.